Hello everybody, doing a little reloading today. I was going to share some information with you guys. So I'm reloading for the 32 ACP. You guys have seen me do quite a few videos with this breaded Tomcat. I've got another one that I haven't done any videos on. It's a Walther PPK. So interesting to try to load one load for two guns. We all have been through that, you know, and it can be challenging. So I'll show you the bullets I'm loading for it. This Slippery Bullets is the brand. I've never used these before. The bullet's a 78 grain round nose flat point, and boy, these guys are tiny. How well you can see that. It's not much of a flat point, but it certainly is. Powder coated. They're sized at 313. So challenges with the 32. The powder charges are so dang small. So looking at the books, and you guys know that I like reloading books, and if you ever get a chance, as you're in a pawn shop or thrift store or whatever, you find these old reloading manuals. If you're into any of this old vintage stuff, it's worth picking them up. I've got a stack of books here. Quite a few of the older books do have reloading data for 32 ACP. The new Hodgdon website has reloading data for 32, and it's showing. It felt like to me that tight group was the best powder. Well, I've got a Dillon 550 machine, and the powder measure that I have, and it's the small one with the spacer in it, and I believe that's the smallest one they make. But it won't go down to that. It will only go down to like 2.4 grains of tight group. So the range, I believe, is 2 grains, 2.0 to 2.2 is the range of tight group. Very, very small range. So I got looking around, dug through my books, and the older reloading books showed the Alliant powders, the Red Dot, Unique, Bullseye, I believe, which we all know that those powders are a little bulkier. So I thought, well, and I've got quite a bit of Red Dot and Unique on my shelves. So Unique is pretty dirty, and I thought for these little autos, I'd like to try something different. Is Red Dot any better? I'm not sure if it is or not. It's close. But anyway, I got 4 or 5 pounds of Red Dot, so I thought, well, I'll give it a try. That worked a whole lot better. That gave me some range. So I was able to come right off the bottom of that powder die, so that I got some range to move around. So there again, the range on Red Dot, I think, is like 1.8 to maybe 2.4. Very, very small range. I'm about in the middle of that. So that's been interesting. So I think the Red Dot's going to work just fine. I'll show you another couple things I've run into. The Beretta Tomcat has the tip up barrel, so you for just checking chambering, obviously you can just drop it right in there. So I did that, of course, and then I cycled one in the Walther. So let me show you the difference here. Try to get this up so you guys can see it well. So when I chambered it in the Walther, see how much powder coating has been removed? So then I put the bullet down a little bit deeper, and it's a whole lot less. So there's some, but see on this side, there's almost none of powder coating removed. So in the Lyman book, and I don't know if this is a Lyman mold, but it's saying that the overall case length should be like 984. So these guys are like 857. So I'm going to try them. So the longer one, as you can see, that as the powder coating has been removed in the Walther, was just a little sticky to eject. So I just dropped it in there, racked the slide, and when I went to eject the loaded ammo, slightly sticky. I was able to get it, no problem. Not like I had to, you know, beat the slide open or anything. But so this guy that's a little bit deeper slid right out. So that's interesting. Just because I almost wonder how. I probably should slug the barrel on the Walther and see where it's at, because some of the stuff I've read, especially on these German-made guns, the bore diameters are all over the place. I think these soft powder-coated bullets, these are very soft. I can't remember what they advertise them on, Bernal hardness, but soft. I think they'll cycle just fine. Have to be aware of that, you know, the first couple rounds, or every round, you know, when I'm doing my testing, that make sure that they don't hang up in the barrel. I don't think that they will, just the soft barrel. And you know, in the cast bullet world, they'll tell you the best accuracy comes out of a slightly oversized barrel or bullet. Really gets in the grooves good, seals good, there's no blow by, all that kind of stuff. So that's the fun of reloading, right? is to be able to experiment with this. But, you know, these tiny little things, you know, and my big fat sausage fingers, a little bit cumbersome to load for. I can't, you know, I got to admit that. But the price of 32 ACP ammo, I mean, if you guys seen in the store, it's never on sale. I can guarantee you that. So I decided to plunge in to try to reload for this. And I'm a bullet caster, and maybe I will end up casting my own bullets for them. And maybe I need to go to a 312 or a 311 bullet diameter. You know, I don't know. I'm not sure. I got a feeling that these guys are going to work. Who knows what the accuracy is going to be. You know, I'm aiming for maybe that 850 velocity on them. You know, the Beretta Tomcats, there's been a lot about frame cracking on them, over 130 foot-pounds of energy. So I've been using this Norma ammo. Hopefully you guys have seen some of my other videos on that. So this guy's advertising a 73 grain bullet, 984 at 150 foot-pounds of energy. So if I'm going with a 78 grain bullet, going maybe that 850 range, below 900, I would think I'd be under that 130. So that's my goal on it. And I haven't done the research really on it, because I need to chronograph these to see even where I'm at. But I'm pretty sure if I get below that 900 with this, I'll be below that. You know, and I've had some comments on my on the videos that 130 is very, very conservative. Where Beretta had some frame cracking, they did some design changes and resolved it, but they're still very, very conservative what their recommendation is. So anyway, wanted to share that with you guys. And more than anything, if someone's thinking about getting into reload for 32 ACP, especially with these progressive machines, of course, I'm a big Dillon fan. I got 2 of them here on my bench. Can't say enough good about, you know, Dillon as a company, the way they stand behind their products. But that's something to think about. You know, I really like Tight Group. I use it a lot. You know, I've got some 44 mag loads, 45 ACP loads. I think I've even used it in 38 specials. So Tight Group is a fantastic powder, but maybe not for this application. You know, I'm a progressive loader. If I can't reload it progressively, that puts me in a bad mood. So with the red dot, it seems to be metering at these tiny charges very well. You know, I've only loaded 4 or 5 here, but I've weighted every one, and they're metering great. So anyway, if that's where you're thinking about going, this maybe could help you with some headache. Try the Alliant powders, and be sure and check the books. You know, I have a little bit of a heartburn with Alliant because it doesn't seem like they have as much information on data as much as Hodgdon does. So for me, I always kind of lean toward Hodgdon. I use a lot of Alliant powders, a lot, but there just doesn't seem like there's much data out there. So anyway, check your old books. And if anybody has any questions about this, I've got this whole stack of these books. Shoot me an email. I could take some photos of the load data pages and whatever, and I'd be happy to email them to you. Of course, I don't discuss load data on the channel, you know, publicly. I've done some emails back and forth, and like I say, I'll just take pictures of the books I have. I can send them to you, and that might help some information. So anyway, if you haven't subscribed, please do so, and thanks for watching.